If you can, please download the PDF file on the description below or print it out so you can work with me. First one, 56 minus 9. So 56 minus 9. If you cannot do mentally, of course, you can use your fingers to help you. So first one, 6 minus 9, you cannot do that. So you borrow 1 from 5. So that's 5 become 4. And these times 6 becomes 16. You can use split system. So 16 is 10 plus 6, right? So we use 10 minus 9 is 1 and 6 is 7. Otherwise, you can use your finger to help you to add if you cannot do mentally. So 16 minus 9, what you can do, you can start from 9. You go all the way to 16. Use your fingers. So you count up. So you start from 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There you go. So 7. See, I write 7 down. So the 4, I just write this down. So the answer is 47. Second one. So 500, 453 minus 98. So write equal here. So 453 minus, make sure the place value are matched, okay? Because otherwise the answer be wrong. So 98, so the 10 under the 10 value, the unit under the unit values. So now I just minusing it. 3 cannot minus 8, so you cross the 5 out, you borrow 1 from 5, so this becomes 4, the 3 becomes 13. 13 minus 8, so 10 minus 8 is 2, add 3 is 5. Again, if you cannot do mentally, you can always use your finger. You start from 8, you go all the way up to 13, so you go like this. You go 8, you go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so it's 5. There you go. And 4 cannot take away 9. You borrow 1 from 4. So this 4 becomes 3 and this 4 becomes 14. 14 take away 9. Use 10 take away 9 is 1. Add 4 is 5. Again, you can always use your finger. You start from 9. You go all the way until you reach 14. So you start from 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 5. See? And these 3, I just write this down. So the answer is 355. Third one. So I clear this one out. 356 minus 168. So I write here. So 356 minus 168. So 6 cannot minus 8. So you borrow 1 from 5. So this 5 becomes 4. And this becomes 16. So 16. So 10 minus 8 is 2. Add 6 is 8. Otherwise, you start from 8. Use your finger. Count up all the way to 16. So 8, you go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There you go. 8 of them. So it's 8. 4 cannot minus 6. So you borrow 1 from 3, so the 3 become 2, and 4 become 14. 14 minus 6, so 10 minus 6 is 4, add 4 is 8. Otherwise, use your finger. You start from 6, you go count up all the way until you reach 14. So 6, you go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There you go. So you get 8. So which is 8 here. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. So the answer is 188. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. First one, 536 minus 48. Now 6 cannot minus 8, so you borrow 1 from 3, so this become 2 and this become 1. So 16 minus 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Add 6 is 8. And of course, you cannot do mentally. Use your finger. Start from 8. You go all the way up until you reach 16. You go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. See, 8. And then 2 take away 4. So you cannot, 2 cannot take away 4. You borrow 1 from 5. So this becomes 4 and this becomes 12. So 12 minus 4. So 12 minus 4. So we use 10 minus 4 is 6. Add 2 is 8. Write 8 down. And the 4, we just write this down. So the answer is 488. Second one, 343 minus 78. So 343 minus 78. So 3 cannot minus 8, so you will borrow from 1 from 4, so this 4 becomes 3, that becomes 13. 13 minus 8, 10 minus 8 is 2. Add 3 is 5. And then 3 cannot take away 7, you borrow 1 from 3, so it becomes 2, that becomes 13. 10 take away 7 is 3, you add another 3 is 6. And then this 2, we just write this down. So the answer is 265. Third one, 3,456 minus 768. So 3,456 minus, now make sure the place value are matched, okay? So 700, so we place on the 100 column, so which is underneath of 4, and then 68, which is write this down. Now 6 cannot take away 8, so we borrow 1 from 5, so this give me 4. Now 6 become 16. So 16 take away 8, 10 take away 8 is 2, add 6 is 8. So write this down. Otherwise, you count, start from 8, you count all the way up until you reach 16. So you go 8, you start from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 8. So there you go. 4 take away 6. 4 cannot take away 6, so you borrow 1 from this 4 here. So this becomes 3. That's become 14. 14 take away 6. So 10 take away 6 is 4. Add another 4 is 8. 3 cannot take away 7. So what you can do, you can borrow 1 from 3. So this 3 become 2. And this 3 become 13. 13 take away 7. So 10 take away 7 is 3. You add another 3 on top, which is 6. And 2, we just write this down. So the answer for this one is 2,688. Let's try this one. 536 minus 45 minus 23. So let's start from left to right because they're all minus. So 536 minus 45. So 6 take away 5 is 1. 3 cannot take away 4, so we borrow 1 from 5. So this 5 become 4. And this become 13. So 10 take away 4 is 6. Add 3 is 9. Otherwise, you start from 4. You count all the way up until you reach 13. So let's say 4. You use your finger. You go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There you go. 9. And this 4, I just write this down. Now we're done with this. So now we minus 23. So just write minus 23. So 1 cannot take away 3. So I borrow 1 from 9. So this become 8. And this become 11. 10 minus 3 is 7. You add 1 is 8. And then 8 minus 2 is 6. Otherwise, you just go from 2. You go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. 6 of them. So you write 6 down. And this 4, I just write this down. So the answer is 468. Next one, 653 minus 328 minus 234. So we just write this down, 653 minus 328. 3 cannot take away 8, so we borrow 1 from 5, so this is 4. And this has become 13. 10 take away 8 is 2, you add 3, so the answer is 5. 4 take away 2, so equal to 2. 6 take away 3 is 3. So we're done with this. Now we minus 234. So 5 take away 4 is 1. 2 cannot take away 3. So you borrow 1 from 3. So they become 2. That become 12. 12 take away 3. So 10 take away 3 is 7. You add 2 is 9. Otherwise, you start from 3. You count use your finger, count all the way up to 12. So you start 4. You start from 3. You go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 9 of them, you see. And then these 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. So the answer is 91. 91. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. First one, 978 minus 145 and minus 423. So what I do is I just go 978 minus 145 first, okay? And that's give me 3. That give me 3 as well. And then 9 minus 1 is 8. So 833. So we're done with this. Now we minus 423. So 3 minus 3 is 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. 8 minus 4 is 4. So otherwise you go start from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See 4. So just write it down. So 4, 1, 0. Second last one. So 857 minus 368 minus 176. So we go 857 minus 368 first. So 7 cannot minus 8. So I borrow 1 from 5. So this becomes 4 and this becomes 17. So 10 minus 8 is 2. Add 7 is 9. 4 cannot take away 6. So you borrow 1 from 8. So this becomes 7. And 4 becomes 14. So 14 take away 6. So 10 take away 6 is 4. You add another 4 on top, which is 8. And then 7 minus 3 is 4. So the answer is 489. So we're done with this. Now we minus 176. So now what we do, we just do normal subtractions. So 9 minus 6, so it's 3. 8 minus 7 is 1. And then 4 minus 1 is 3. So the answer is 313. Last one. 3,456 minus 2,768 and minus 231. So I just write here. So 3,456 minus 2,768. 6 cannot minus 8, so I borrow 1 from 5, so this becomes 4. And this becomes 16. 16 is 10 plus 6, so I split it out. So 10 minus 8 is 2, add 6 is 8. And then 4 take away 6, we cannot do that, so we borrow 1 from this 4 here, so this becomes 3, and this becomes 14. 14 take away 6, so 10 take away 6 is 4, you add 4 is 8. Otherwise, you can use 6, you count all the way up until you reach 14, and then use your finger, okay? So 3 cannot take away 7, we borrowed 1 from 3, so that becomes 2, that becomes 13. 10 take away 7 is 3. You add 3 is 6. And then 2 minus 2 is 0. And this is done. So now we're done with this. So now what I do, I minus 231. So I just write here 688. I minus 231. Now, 8 minus 1 is 7. 8 minus 3 is 5. 2 minus 6 is 4. So the answer is, I just write underneath here, 457. Thank you so much for watching.